Hey everybody, this is Hardcore Gamer for Life, and I'm here along with my wife, Cynthia, or otherwise known as Sinister Sinjin on Xbox Live and YouTube. Sin, say hi to everybody.
Hi everybody.
And we are doing some split screen in this particular dual commentary. I just did a dual commentary with my wife on her channel, where she was playing a striker free-for-all on Seatown, and she did quite well in that. I think she went like 30-8, I believe. And in this particular game, this is one of those games that's like really hard fought. Like the whole time you're doing it, you're feeling like, okay, I'm doing all right, or at least this was from my perspective. But at the same time, like you're always struggling on the scoreboard the whole game. You never know right up to the end what the exact outcome of the game is going to be. And when those games just come out super close, I mean, sometimes I enjoy posting them, even if they're not like some hugely amazing score. Like I remember posting the last dual com that I posted with Sin, where it was split screen like this. She went 26-0 flawless. I mean, this is certainly no performance like that. My final score ends up being 29-12, and Sin gets like about an 8-7, which is it's pretty much the roles reversed. I got a score just about like that on her flawless. So, Sin, what were you doing in this round?
I was sniping, and I was having fun. I don't think I've gotten anybody up to this point, but I have fun every once in a while. Just on this map is the only map I snipe on. And yeah,
I've noticed that the way you select guns and loadouts, it always depends on the map. Like you'll always play a certain loadout pretty much with a certain map. Is that the case, Sin?
Yep.
Stick with what works, right?
Yep, that's what I say. Whatever's going to help you win, that's what we're here to play the game for.
And I always thought it was kind of cool the way she did that. Me, I just go all over the place, sometimes even in the course of a single game. But regardless, though, we're having a good time, as we pretty much always do when we're playing split screen, unless we're just dealing with such horrible lag, or if you can call that an excuse as much as you want, I suppose, as well. But sometimes when you're just not doing well, let's just put it that way. Split screen can be especially frustrating, because then you're not doing well. On top of that, you're trying to see tiny characters that are half the pixels that they were in a full screen scenario, and yeah, it can be very frustrating. Like I think I would have done actually much better. I almost think in full screen I might have had a chance for a Moab this game. I really feel like I was on for the most part, but it just seems to be a little bit tougher to pull a good score in split screen. That's why I was so impressed when you pulled that 26-0 on Outpost of all maps.
Yeah, that was a great match, and like you said, you never know the outcome of a game until it's at the end.
Yeah, and like seriously, how do you pull 26-0 sitting right in that middle of the path by the sniper bunker? That is like the most trafficked area in the whole map. Like there's whole chunks of that map that almost never even go trafficked at all. But there's people constantly throwing grenade spam and all different kinds of stuff through there. That blew me away, especially now that I think about it. Where you got that is just like insane. But anyway, I don't know. I enjoy Fallen. Out of the large maps in Modern Warfare 3, I'd have to say that it's probably my favorite one until Liberation came out, and that is a freaking awesome map. I haven't really been playing the DLC playlist. I really don't like how they implemented that. I understand why they implemented it that way. You basically keep a separate playlist for Elite Premium members, and obviously they're going to release all these maps into the playlists here in a couple months. I believe at the end of this month, the 21st, they're going to release the Overwatch map. Then they're going to release the other one, I believe it's called Black Box, the next month. And at the same time, I believe, or a month later, I'm not 100% sure on that, they're actually going to release it to where you can buy it on the marketplace for $15, and you buy all 4 maps outright as a separate standalone map pack if you don't own Call of Duty Elite Premium. So that being the case, at that point, it's going to be cycled into every playlist. Once it's DLC that can be bought by everybody. And that'll be nice. I'm going to be so happy to be able to play all those 4 new maps on my beloved free-for-all playlist, and I'm sure you will too, Sin.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they could have at least put the regular playlist in with the new map.
Or like made a mosh pit that included free-for-all. But those even suck because they don't change the number of people in the lobby for free-for-all, so it doesn't go down to 8, and the spawns are freaking ridiculous with 12 or... if you in the case of Ground War, 18 people, you can't the spawns are not dealable on free-for-all in that case.
Yeah, not on most of the maps anyways. There's a couple that would support it, like Bakara, but yeah.
And I found even on that, like in the mosh pit free-for-alls in like Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, I think had some too, that even on the huge maps, the spawns were ridiculous in free-for-all. It's like people would still spawn right on top of you, like as a matter of course, even though there was plenty of map for everyone to spawn in that case. So I just don't think the spawn code is basically built to deal with 18-person free-for-all. And you know, that was actually my biggest beef that I had with the Call of the Community. Or no, it wasn't Call of the Community. I have no beef with the Call of the Community. That was awesome. But what was it called? The huge commentator free-for-all tournament. Remember that when like Woody's Gamer Tag, Wings of Redemption, Mark J, all those big guys did the free-for-all tournament? It was an 18-person free-for-all tournament on Black Ops, which isn't I mean, it's got some decent-sized map, but it's not known for its huge maps. You know, and I just thought, man, that's just whoever got the luckiest almost. I mean, there's a definite element of skill in there. Mark J won, and he is a beast. Don't get me wrong, but to me, being a consummate free-for-all player and being a huge free-for-all player ever since the days of James Bond GoldenEye, when you put people in an 18-person free-for-all match, that's not the truest test of skill. The truest test of skill is more of like a intimate, 6 to 8 free-for-all match is honestly the best test of skill. And I find when I actually this doesn't happen very often, but when I happen to get into a lobby that has a lot of people with kind of the similar kill-death ratio and stats and stuff, it is just a super hard-fought match in a free-for-all.
Yeah, absolutely. And they make for the funnest matches of free-for-all.
You just tend not to see those games because they are, you're going to die a lot of times even if you won, because you're playing against good people. Obviously, people tend to like to see the lopsided games, and actually that's why I like posting a game like this, because it's far not lopsided. As you'll see right up to the end, it's like, if I didn't win my last gunfight, we lost, basically. And so, I really enjoy lopsided games, and it's cool to post them sometimes, or non-lopsided games, rather. It's cool to post them sometimes, even though people prefer the lopsided ones, prefer to see victories where you just absolutely kicked everyone's ass. And I understand that. You want to see your favorite people dominate and stuff like that, but at the same time, little moments like this, where you can finish out a TDM with a really, really good ending, a really decent final kill cam. Get a couple guys in the final kill cam, and quite clutch considering it's on split screen, if I do say so myself. So, Sin, I just want to thank you for joining me on this commentary.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on with you.
And as always, this has been Hardcore Gamer for Life. Thanks so much for viewing. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw. Peace out, and have a great one, guys.
Yep. Ciao.
Keep it on the dial where you know that it's hot, cause you know that on my channel I upload a lot of videos of all different types of varieties, gameplays, mini tashes, live comms, even some comedy bits. Ain't no playlist titled greatest hits, not yet, but you can bet.